What's up guys, this is Hylian Mum, and today in Subnautica Below Zero I'm going to show you the easiest way to find 4 fragments for your Prawn Suit blueprint. So we are starting here at Delta Island, which is to the south of your drop pod location. And what we are going to be doing is taking the sea truck by the alternate path into the copper mining site. So that path is basically just in front of the Delta dock, a little bit to the left. And you look down into this crevice and you will see the lava geyser there. So one thing you do need to know, if you don't have the depth module Mark 1, so you can go to 300 meter depth with your sea truck, then you can't bring it into the copper mine. But if you need to, you can just get some extra air tanks and you should be able to make the path yourself right away. So we're going to go down here. So I go all the way down to the geyser. Our first directional path is south. And then you don't continue forward, you actually turn to the left for this geyser here, north. And then it is northeast-east between. Then we turn south here. We go down to our next geyser, and the path is to the southeast-east. And down to the next one. And our path here is to the north. Do a little collision there. Then we come down to this oxygen plant and we turn to face south. Basically, as long as you keep going down and you follow the lava geysers, you should end up in the correct location. And that location is this area here. So once you're in here, there is an area here to the south where you can access the copper mining site with your sea truck. And as you see right down there, we have our first Prawn Suit fragment.
Warning, after 100 meters, oxygen efficiency decreased.
So we've got our first fragment, now we're going to go get our second. For the second fragment, you're going to find and follow the rails here. And that leads us to our second area here with 2 more fragments. So you've got one here that is in pristine condition. And you've got one that was likely brutally slaughtered by the rock punchers. Alright, so from here we've got 3 fragments now. We just need one more. Continue to follow the rails. And it will lead you to this platform where we have our last and final fragment. And there we go, we can now make the Prawn Suit. How to find the jet jump upgrade for the Prawn Suit. So I am starting here at Delta Island with the Delta Station dock beacon. It is to the south of the drop pod locations. And what I'm going to do here is go to the copper mining site to find the module. So from the Delta Island dock, we basically want to go around I usually go the right way around the island, and we're just going to follow the shoreline until we find the drop off to the copper mining site doors. You can use the back entrance if you want, basically going through the lava geyser way, but I'm just going to go to the front doors to show you where it is inside the copper mines. And here we are. Here is where it just drops down sharply, so we're going to go to the bottom to the doors. Now if you go in sideways you can make it in here, but I'm just going to sea glide inside. Alright, so we're going to go right inside the doors and immediately go down the mine shaft here. And just keep following the mining rails until you find the Prawn Suit docking station. Okay, so that's just here. You're going to turn left. And you should see this area here. So this is where you've got all the Prawn Suit bays where they basically can dock them. And right here you have a module stand. And right inside is the Prawn Suit Jump Jet upgrade. So you've got a module already made for yourself, or you can now make them yourself with the blueprint. So the drill arm fragments always seem to be in the same locations. So the first fragment we want, we're going to go down the mining shaft. And follow along the rails. So our first fragment is right here beside this abandoned prawn suit. There we go, one of two. So then we're just going to continue along the rails. And they have another piece actually right there, right here where the prawn suits are docked. So if we come over here, there we go. There's our second fragment. We now have the Prawn Suit drill arm. How to find the grappling arm fragments for the Prawn Suit. So we are starting here at Delta Island with the Delta Station dock beacon. It is to the south of your drop pod locations. And what we are going to be doing is going to the lily pad crevice to find fragments in the sea monkey nests. Now, so far I have tested a few different files and the fragments always seem to be in the exact same nest locations. I don't know if this will change after full release, but for now they are always the same, so this should help you get the fragments you need right away. So from the dock, we are going to go right between east and southeast on our compass, and we're going to be traveling about 700 meters away from the Delta Station dock beacon to a depth of about 150 meters. I usually try to stay close to the ocean floor so that I can see the entrance to the lily pad crevice when I get there. And here we are. So if we look back, we are just about 700 meters, there we go, 700 meters away from the dock. And that puts us right above this entrance into the lily pad crevice. So we are going to go down here. So we're just going to go straight down to the bottom. And we're going to turn ourselves to face southeast. So you should be facing this direction right through here. We're going to go forward there a little bit and then it will drop down, and we want to go down to the very bottom where our first sea monkey nest will be right away. So here we've got the grappling arm fragments. Scan those. And there we go, there is our first one. And the second one is actually really easy to find. Just face yourself between south and southwest and go literally 30 meters. And it is right here. You can see it very easy. Scan the second fragment. And I get the blueprint for the Prawn Suit grappling arm. How to find the thermal reactor module for the Prawn Suit. So we are starting here at Delta Island by the Delta Station dock beacon. It is to the south of your drop pod location. And what we are going to be doing is going to the lily pad crevice to find the fragments in sea monkey nests. So there are 4 fragments in 4 nests that I have found. You only need to find and scan 2 of them to obtain the blueprint. As of right now, the fragments always seem to spawn in the same nest locations, so this guide should show you exactly where to go for those nests. So from the Delta Station dock, we are going to position ourselves 1 notch to the left of southeast on our compass, and we're going to travel about 500 meters away from the Delta Station dock beacon to a depth of about 150 meters. Surprise. I usually stick close to the ocean floor so that I can find the lily pad crevice entrance when I am close to it. And here we are. This is what we are looking for. So if I turn around and look back at the beacon, we are just about 500 meters away from it. So now what we're going to be doing is going down into this crevice entrance. So you're just going to go down and follow along here, and then on the left side here, if you look down here, you will see a nest directly below, and that is the first nest with the thermal fragments. So as you can see here, the module fragment right here. Let's scan that. And there we go, 1 out of 2. So from this first nest, now what we want to do is put ourselves between southwest and west on our compass. And we're gonna just travel straight up and over this little ridge here, and then we're going to look down and point ourselves facing west to find the second nest right down here. So they're actually pretty close to each other, and it's pretty easy to find quickly. So let's scan that one. Prawn Suit Thermal Reactor Module. And there we go. How to find the fragments for the propulsion cannon arm and the torpedo arm for your Prawn Suit. So we are starting here at Delta Island by the Delta Station dock beacon. It is to the south from your drop pod location. And we are going to be going to the crystal caves to find these fragments. So you will need a depth upgrade Mark II, which goes down to 650 meter depth if you're bringing your sea truck. And I do suggest having the perimeter defense system as well, in case you have to deal with any Chilicerats, Mr. Chell, or Shadow Boys. So from the dock, we are going to go directly east, and we are going a distance of 530 meters from the Delta Island dock beacon. And we are going to go down to 90 meters deep to find the entrance that goes to the deep purple vents. And here we are, 90 meters deep, and if we look back at the beacon, we are almost 530 meters away. So we're right where we want to be. If you look down, you will see the entrances to the deep purple vent caves. So we're going to go down there to 300 meters depth. And here at the bottom, we want to head northwest north, and we will find the entrance to the crystal caves. And here we go. Now I have marked every torpedo and propulsion fragment that I have found down there. You can see there is quite a lot of them, so it will not be hard to find these as you explore. You shouldn't even need to go that far in, so you should be, hopefully won't have to deal with any shadow leviathans. But we are going to be going down here. I also suggest you maybe leave a beacon right here so that you can find your way back out, because it can get confusing and it's easy to get lost. So what you want to do as you go in is basically just scan the rocks for the fragment pieces. As you see here, we've already got a torpedo one right away. And you need 2 fragments for each arm in order to get the blueprint. So So there's one torpedo, and look, not even 35 meters away, we have a torpedo arm and a propulsion fragment arm right here together. And there we go, Prawn Suit torpedo arm blueprint. And we'll get 1 out of 2 for the propulsion arm. And there we go. And here we are, there's a propulsion piece right there. There's also one right there. So they are quite plentiful. You shouldn't have any problem finding fragments to scan. There we go, second of the propulsion arm fragments will give us the blueprint for the propulsion cannon. And there you go, guys. It's actually pretty easy. I didn't even see a Shadow Leviathan down here, so that's pretty good. We're going to go back to our sea truck and head out. I hope you guys have easy luck finding the fragments down here in the crystal caves. Be careful, and as always, be kind, stay legendary, and may the Triforce always be with you. Hylian Mum out. I'm so out. Okay, I heard that.